welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today it's all about talking about eafc, the new game that's supposed to be coming out late August, early September of this year. The release date being about a month or so earlier than the usual FIFA release date in the past. Now you boys have been getting your comments in. Today we're going through a wish list of things we would all like to see in eafc. From different modes in the game to changes in gameplay, new features, all this kind of thing covered in this video. And so this wish list today is a mixture of your guys' ideas and also my own. Let's jump in. Idea number 1. FUT Champions 2v2. I think this is a mode where we've all wanted this for a very, very long time, boys. As I say, FUT Champs, listen, it's a sweaty mode, we all know that, and why not EA allow us to play this mode with friends? It would make the stress of FUT Champions so much less stressful. I find when I'm playing Rivals and you're playing it with a friend, getting those 8 wins for your weekly reward is much, much more enjoyable. Why don't they add a 2v2 mode for us, man, in FUT Champions? As the graphics suggest here, you've got, like, you know, champions, FUT Champions 1v1, and then you've got 2v2 champions, so you could do both, man, within your 20 games, and you can play your 20 games depending on how you like. You can do them all 2v2, you can do them all 1v1, or you can do a mix of both. It's just the best of all worlds, boys. Let me know your thoughts on this idea in the comments, and a big shout out for all the graphics in today's video. Big shout out to Danny FIFA GFX on Twitter. He's my graphic designer. Beautiful graphics, and it visualizes all these ideas that we all come up with for the new game, boys. Alright then, idea number 2 is trade offers. Boys, this is my pick, man. This is the one. If you're a relatively new FIFA player, because I know our community here on YouTube, you know, some of you boys have been playing for years, like myself. From the early years, I've helped my team. Some of you boys have been playing in recent years. But if you don't know what trade offers, what they are, basically, they used to be a feature in FIFA where before they were basically took out in FIFA 15, but up to that stage, up to FIFA 14, these were a very big feature in the game where basically you could trade players, right? So it was like basically the way the transfer market works in FIFA now, where you can obviously pay coins to buy a player. Back then, you could also do that, but also there was these things called trade offers whereby you could list a player up on the market, and rather than someone pay coins for you, they could literally offer you a player alongside coins or a player trade. So like basically, say you listed up a team of the season Messi, someone may give you, like, you know, back in FIFA 14 it could have been maybe Arjen Robben card. They could have given you an Arjen Robben and 1,000,000 coins. So basically you as a player had control of what you offered. So say you've seen you know, nowadays in FIFA you've seen a Prime Eusebio on the market, you could offer a Prime Puskas card and maybe 500k coins. Well, that's a fair trade, I don't really know, but you know, you get the drift. You get my drift. It's basically trade offers, and obviously you can either, as the seller, so in this graphic as you can see, if you had the Mbappe card, you can either choose to accept or decline the offer. Now obviously in this example, as I say yet again, big shout out to Daniel FIFA GFX for the graphics. You know, this concept, you probably wouldn't take this trade. I mean, both are probably the future go to football, Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, but if you had Mbappe, he's probably going to be worth more than Haaland, so you'd probably decline this offer in this instance. However, if this guy was selling the Mbappe and I was the guy offering the Haaland, I could offer Haaland and 400k coins. Maybe that would make it a more, you know, viable deal, you know? So that is basically what trade offers were. They're a big thing. They also obviously opened up a new kind of thing with FIFA back in the day called like pink slips and wagers, where that was brilliant for content. You know, YouTubers were obviously putting a big card in the line, playing against another YouTuber, and, you know, as I say, basically wagering off the card, and whoever won basically got the trade, right? So both players, for example, could put up a Kylian Mbappe card, and whoever wins gets the other person's Mbappe as well, so you're making a load of coins. The big thing with this was back in the day, EA took this out of the game because obviously it became into things like, you know, technically gambling. If you're doing wagers, you know, you're gambling a card, and if you lose it, then you're losing a lot. Loads of different things like that. So that's why, as much as it pains me, I don't think they'll ever release trade offers back in the game. Now I am going to talk about another way they could implement this, though. As I say, that was me dreaming there, footy dreaming, right? I don't think that's going to happen actually the way it used to be with trade offers. One thing they could do, and I think is a viable option, and let me know in the comments if you boys agree, of course, untradeable cards. There's so many times, right? I mean, I don't know why EA don't have duplicate storage for untradeable cards. It just doesn't make sense to me why they don't include that. It's just such a simple addition, you'd think, but they don't add it. But if EA could add these trade offers back in the game in some capacity, in like an untradeable format, where, say, for example, I am unlucky enough to pack, say, 2 Erling Haalands in the first month of FIFA. One of them, brilliant, but I get another one and he's untradeable and I can't do anything with him. And obviously, as a content creator, as a YouTuber, I could, you know, this feature, if EA made untradeable trades available, that way, I could trade the card with one of you boys. I could give you it and you could trade me a card, or even if I'm feeling really generous, I could give you the full card for free. As I say, I get the fact where EA don't want the coins to be in this anymore. They don't want the wager element of it. They don't want tradable card. being in these trades. Why not make it for untradables, man? Why not make it for untradables? I think that'd be a great move. And as I say, it would be brilliant for content as well, in terms of like things we could do on the channel with different things. And it's an untradable as well, so like people could, you know, wager their duplicate cards in an attempt to win a new card. Just say I had a duplicate Haaland and one of you boys had a duplicate Mbappe. We could play a game, and realistically, whoever loses, it doesn't really matter because we had an untradable duplicate card anyway. But if we win it, then we get the card that we didn't have from our opponent. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know, man. I just feel untradables. If this ever returns, I think untradables, the untradable way would be the way they do it. They'll bring it in terms of you can put untradable cards in these trades and like trade with friends through untradable cards and stuff. In terms of any deals where you can literally, you know, list up an Mbappe and someone gives you 500k and a Messi for it or something like that, I think those type of deals are dead in the water, boys, unfortunately. But let me know what you boys think on that one, on trade offers, in the comments. Because as I say, I want today's video to be very interactive. You know, get involved in the comments. Let me know your ideas for the AFC, what things you want to see, and obviously all the things we discussed in today's video. What's your thoughts on those as well? All right then, next feature, revamped rewards. We do need this, don't we? We need this badly. Listen, we all play FIFA. We all know what the rewards are like. Whether it's rivals, FUT champs, draft. I think I've singled out in this graphic FUT champions and draft. I'll actually move myself over to the middle here so you boys can see obviously both sides of things. But basically, yeah, FUT champions at the minute. Obviously, you know, especially now we're playing for the same rewards every week. It's just eafc tots. I don't understand why during the year they can't add the red picks for that current promo. And you'll see here, revamped rewards. You'll be focused on the FUT champion side to start with. 2 current promo player picks. What is so hard about doing that? Remember, it's going to be untradeable anyway, so it's not like EA are going to lose coins on these players. And I've also put here 1 current promo player pack. So like, say you get your like 14 wins or above, right? And you're getting that 3 player pack of special cards. Why could they not make that current promo cards rather than team of the week? So I think this would be a great idea to bring the eafc, as I say, for next year's FIFA. Revamp rewards in regard to FUT champions to start off with here. Better rewards are needed, man. You know, as I say, and I think I've hit 14 wins 3 times this year. That's kind of my peak rank, and I've hit 11 wins and kind of my average. And usually my rewards are awful in terms of that rank. But I feel even more sorry for those of you boys. I'm sure there's loads of you boys watching the video that hit, you know, 20-0 or 18-2 or 16-4. You know, you're even better players than me, right? And your rewards for that grind and effort into your weekend league just doesn't pay off for you. You just don't get, you know, what you deserve for the rank. I think these here things, even if they were to make the current promo, even if they did it in a way, boys, right, where they make like, say, 11 wins and below, you get team of the weeks as your red picks, or the way they do it right now. Keep the 11 wins and below rewards, right, for the way they do it now. But then the top tier rewards, you're getting player picks with the current promos in your player picks, and also you're getting that current promo player pack as well. I think that'd be a great idea, man. If we move ourselves over then to the draft, I'll just move myself over a little bit more here as well. So if we focus then our attention over to the draft then as well. Now I draft is just, boys, I don't know what to say about draft, man. I say this on the stream all the time. Draft is a mode that massively needs a revamp. You know, just the rewards just need a massive revamp. I think, you know, at the minute, as you can see in that graphic, 50k, 1 jumbo rare player pack, which is obviously a 100k pack, and 1 draft selection player pack, which I'll explain in a second. I say this in the streams all the time to you boys. Draft is a joke because I could win the draft and you boys could win the draft and we could get different rewards. And I don't mean different packs, I mean different value of rewards. I could win the draft and get 45k coins and like a 50k pack, and then somebody else could win the draft and get 2 25k packs and a 5k pack. How is that fair? It needs to be the same reward for everybody winning the draft, or if they're going to make a variety in rewards, they need to make it surely exactly the same value. If 2 people have won the draft, that doesn't mean that one person should get better rewards than the other. At the end of the day, both players have won the draft and have done well to get to the level they've got to, and they've won it. I don't get why EA, you know, favor one player over the other, man. Both players have achieved the exact same thing, but EA Sports give 2 different sets of rewards. I don't get that. I've never got that. You know, as I say, someone gets 45,000 coins and like a 50k pack, a really, you know, decent pack. Someone else gets 2 25ks and a 5k pack, but they've done the exact same thing in the game. Anybody's guess, boys. I don't know why that's still in the game. So draft rewards definitely need a revamp. Just going on to this graphic in terms of explaining what this showing. So for an example, for winning the draft, for example, right, 50,000 coins, 1 jumbo rare player pack, or even a 50k pack though, that'd be fine, and 1 draft selection player pack. Now this is kind of an idea in your boy Footy's head here. I don't know whether this will ever come out, you know, to fruition. EA will ever release this. I very highly doubt it. But my idea with this is you're picking your draft, right? Before you play any games, you're obviously picking your draft, your selection, your bench, your reserves, right? And your manager. If you were to go on and win the 4 games in the draft, why can't they give you a 1 draft selection player pack? Whereby, basically, I'm sure you boys know what this is from just reading those words and reading the title of that pack. Basically, you open a pack and you get 1 player from your draft. You know, it sounds like it could be too good to be true, but it's not like, you know, it's going to be, oh my god, that pack's going going to be cracked. It's going to be insane. That's why they'd never release it. Realistically, it wouldn't even be, because like if you get one guaranteed draft player from your selection, so you've got like a 1 in 11 starters, 7 subs and 5 reserves, so 23 players. You have a 1 in 23 chance of getting, you know, your best player that you've got in the draft. There's a very slim chance. Say in the draft, like especially at the start of the year, you know, you're only, when all the gold cards are out, you'll maybe get like, you know, 3 or 4 top cards in your draft. You know, that's only a 4 to 23 chance, and it's even lower than that, because obviously the top players will be even rarer to get pack, right? So I think a 1 player pack, so you basically, if you win the draft, you're guaranteed to get 1 player into your club from your draft picks, basically, from the draft team you've just selected. I think that would be a very, very good addition as well. Let me know your boys' thoughts in the comments on this idea, obviously in regard to the FUT champs and the draft, and just general rewards in FUT in general, and any other ideas for any revamped rewards you'd like to see in the game. Right, guys, the final idea of today's video we're going to discuss is my player, alright? So this is a bit of an idea that I come up with alongside a load of the viewers in the chat as well. I'll bring up a couple of comments on the screen right now, as I say, to show some of you boys have been suggesting things like this or similar ideas to this in the comments. So, as I say, we're going to discuss this right here, right now. So, my player, as you can see, top right of the screen, you've got MP points, alright? Basic idea with this is, you basically are able to can have a new mode within FIFA, right? But it's all around one player. So, basically, you create a player, the start of Ultimate Team, and as part of your starter pack, you get a 1-player customization card. That allows you to customize a player of your choice, just the way you'd usually do. So, hairstyle, eyes, body type, all that kind of thing. And your position. After that, so they'll start off with a basic rating, maybe like 75 rating or something, maybe like gold common card, right? 75 rating. And then what you can do is you can put that card into your Ultimate Team, and obviously maybe you'd make it like yourself, maybe you'd make it like your name. There's a bit like you do in player career mode or programs or whatever. You'd make it your name, and you'd put that card in Ultimate Team, and you'd start grinding with that card. And for example, if you look at the left side here, you'll have a load of objectives, and I mean a load. They'll release a load of these, because we'll need a load of objectives to be able to get this card up to, like, you know, usable, very, very usable ratings if you want this card to be in your team all year. So, you know, because the aim is obviously to get this card from maybe like 75 rating to 99 by the end of the year, right? So, for example, if you look at the left side, objectives, so say score 3 goals with the player, right? 15 MP points. We're calling MP points my player points, right? That's the kind of theme with this graphic and concept that we're looking at. Assist 2 times, for example, as you can see, there's 0 out of 2, so you do that twice, you get 10 MP points. And as you can see, score weak foot, play 15 matches, loads of these things. And they can do these within the season. So the way EA currently do the season progress, and they do, you know, loads of XP objectives, and every 7 to 8 weeks there's a new season. They could do that same idea with this my player. They could incorporate the my player thing in with the new season. So say you complete all these objectives, right, for the season, you get all this XP, and then you've got like a bit of a shop, like a bit of rewards, right? So it's a bit like, you know, when pro clubs, when you get those XP points, or player career mode, and you can, you know, spend your points to upgrade your player's attributes. Exactly the same concept here, man, only just an Ultimate Team. So obviously, say you had 10 MP points, you can spend that and you get 5 plus pace onto your player. 20 MP points get you a 5 plus shot. 5 MP points plus 5 defending. Maybe 100 MP points to get a plus 1 on the skill moves. Things like that, I think, with this idea, and as I say, I kind of had an idea about this. I've seen a lot of comments in the last video, you boys saying, you know, you have good ideas about this kind of concept. I think this is brilliant, man. It gives you that kind of not road to glory, but like you've made the player from the start of the year, and you've grinded all these objectives throughout different months of the year, and you've got these MP points, or whatever they're going to call it in the new game if they make it, and then you can spend them in this shop and unlock more and more attributes for your card. It's an ever-growing card, if that makes sense. It's not, you don't have to wait and go, oh, is he going to be meta? Is he going to be this? This is kind of your player in your own Ultimate Team. Like, surely you've got to have your own player in your own Ultimate Team. You got to get yourself in your Ultimate Team, right? So this would be brilliant. Say, as I say, you could even start them off with like a silver card or a bronze, 50 rated, 60 rated. It obviously depends on how much objectives EA release, because one thing you don't want to see with this is EA drop the card at like 50 rating from the start of the year. They allow you to upgrade it like by like 5 ratings every season. So then by the end of it, you're only going to get like an 85 rated card, and then obviously that's not good when you get to like June, or sorry, even like around team the season time. That's obviously going to be very, very outdated, right? So you don't want it to be. They need to make sure if they release anything like this concept or anything similar, that they are releasing enough objectives often enough, so that basically we can gather the points together to keep upgrading our card and make sure that card basically remains usable throughout the whole year. That'll kind of be the concept with this. Yet again, let me know in the comments what your ideas are on this one, boys, on this concept. Do you agree with it? Do you think this would be good in the game? And that wraps up today's video, boys. As I say, we've discussed 3 to 4 different concepts there today. As I say, I didn't want to bombard this video and go, you know, there's loads of things we could talk about. And remember, this video, as I say, we're just talking about strictly FUT things, FIFA Ultimate Team things, or eafc Ultimate Team, I guess you can call it next year. But yeah, we're not talking about anything like online career mode. Obviously, there's loads of great ideas as well, like different modes. Gameplay factors gotta be a thing that we see very soon as well. They need to improve that massively. But this is all, you know, all I want today's video to be was mainly like 3, 4 really strong ideas ideas, features that kind of I've come up with and the community's come up with, you guys have come up with, that we kind of just put together, have a good chat about. Just dream, I guess, that EA could even release one of these that we've discussed in today's video. If you've enjoyed today's video or if it's been helpful in any way, make sure you hit that subscribe button for us as well, boys. And if this video has been enjoyable or helpful in any way, please do smash a like on it, because that means more and more people can see it and it gets it up higher up in that search and into people's recommendations on YouTube. You boys have been legends. Thanks for watching. Get your comments down below. Let me know what you think on today's ideas, the ones we've discussed, or if there's any ideas that I've discussed in today's video you think, you know, Jack, that might not be the best for the game. Let me know. But yeah, let me know. As I say, I'm open to suggestions on different ideas, and there's probably loads of things that I haven't even thought of, so drop your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, boys, and I'll see you all in the next one, man. Peace out.